Hey there guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I have decided to change things up a little bit and play Satisfactory instead of Space Engineers. And now the reason why I want to play Satisfactory instead of Space Engineers is because I've been making a lot of Space Engineers videos, right? Like that's my entire channel up until now. And so I'm pretty bored of playing Space Engineers. And I kind of want to change things up anyway, so I thought I'd change things up by playing Satisfactory. Anyways, getting on with the video here, I'm just going to go ahead and start off by collecting some of these bushes here. Just because it's going to be useful for the biomass burners that I'm going to be making in the future. So yeah, that's why I'm going to be collecting some bushes here just throughout the video. Anyways, actually speaking of the hub, I need to go ahead and place that down real quick. So if I just go ahead and go to special, go to the hub, place it down something like that. And so that now I have that built, the rocket should be coming down any second here. There you go, it's up there. Alright, then now with the hub built, my next objective is to build the space elevator there up in the top right corner. And so actually, if I just go ahead and go into the terminal here just real quickly, I want to unlock base building, logistics, and field research. So I'm just going to go ahead and set base building as my first milestone here. And so I'm going to need iron and limestone, looks like. So I'm just going to go ahead and scan for some iron ore actually. So it looks like we're going to get a few pings going off that way. Also, another note, I put hostile mobs on passive so I don't have to worry about these guys attacking me or anything. Anyways here, so I found myself a pure node of iron ore. Sorry, it's an impure iron node here. Just the top part here is pure. Anyway, so I'm just going to sit here, mine up some iron ore. Alright, so I got myself a little bit of iron ore here, so I'm just going to go ahead, take it back to the hub, and craft some metal plates and metal rods. So if we just go to here, I can make some iron ingots. Alright, then now I am done making iron ingots. I'm going to go ahead and make some iron rods. Looks like I'm just short 5 iron rods here, so I'm just going to go ahead and collect some more iron and make some more iron rods. Alright, so I made up some more iron rods here, so I can just go ahead, put those in the terminal here. Go ahead and put all my concrete in there too. So I'm going to need to go ahead and find some limestone. Just go ahead and scan for some limestone here. So it looks like we got ourselves a few pings going off in a few directions here. I'm going to go off in this direction just because it's kind of in the same direction as all the iron. Because later on I do want to just keep all my machines grouped together. I don't want a bunch of machines everywhere starting off at least. Actually, you know what? I just realized I do have these mining bots. These portable mining bots. So I'm just going to go ahead and place... If I can place it down. There you go. Place down the little portable miner here so I don't have to sit here and mine it up by hand. Alright, then now with the portable miner all set up and everything, I'm just gonna have to sit here and wait for a minute here for all the limestone to be produced, or to be mined up, I mean. And actually, while I'm waiting, I'm gonna go ahead and just collect a bunch of these leaves and turn them into biomass for the biomass burner, because I do want to set up constructors and smelters as soon as possible, but I do want to unlock base building before that so I can keep everything organized in a grid. Alright guys, so it's been a few minutes here and I have crafted enough concrete to unlock base building here. So if I just put that in, send the rocket away, I have now...
You have unlocked.
Sorry about that. Anyways, I have now unlocked base building. So if I just go into the crafting menu here, there you go. So now I've unlocked foundations, which is really good. That means I can now place down a grid system and set up constructors and smelters and stuff on top of it. So yeah, I'm actually just going to go ahead and do that real quick. I'm just going to set up a bit of a platform here. Alright, so that now I have set up a pretty simple platform area here. I'm now just going to set up some simple smelting and constructing stations here. Just something simple, you know, to make iron plates and iron rods and concrete and stuff. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and set up something simple here just to, you know, get some automation going. Alrighty here, so as you can see, I set up a few machines here just to do some simple stuff. So to make iron ingots to then make iron plates here. And then I have this constructor here making concrete. So yeah, these are kind of the machines that I set up in the past few minutes. And it looks like the other thing I'm gonna have to make too is some copper wire. So actually, if I just go ahead and see where the nearest thing of copper ore is, looks like it's 220 meters that way, which is honestly not too bad. So I'm just gonna go ahead and actually make a workshop first, because I'm gonna need more of the portable miners. So if I actually just go into production here and go to workshop, I'm just gonna need one more iron rod, and then I can make a workshop and make some more portable miners. So yeah, there you go. Just stole a thing of iron ingot right there. Go to here, just real quickly make up an iron rod, and then just go and place down a workshop. I don't know, like right there. So now if I go into here, I can now make a portable miner. I'm just gonna need more iron rods, which actually, if I just go into here, I can actually switch up the production. So now I can make iron rods instead of iron plates. Now I do know I could make another one of these setups beside it for iron rods, which I am going to do in the future. But for right now, I'm just going to use this system right here. Alright, that now I have another portable miner. I'm going to go find the copper and get some. Alright, so I just found the copper here. So it actually isn't too far away. As you can see, the lime node is right there. So it's not too far away from the hub and main base area over there. Anyway, so I'm just gonna go ahead, place this down, and collect some copper. Alrighty here, so I just went ahead and waited a few minutes to collect some copper ore here. And so I only have, what is that, 75 copper ore, which isn't a whole lot, but I also don't really need too much. I just wanna make up some more cable and copper wire for the electrical lines and stuff. And the other thing I'm gonna have to do now too is set up another production line for copper, which shouldn't be too hard to do. I'll just set up another system like this right beside the concrete here. And the other thing too actually is I'm just gonna go ahead and double check that the biomass burners are working alright, which they are. They're working really good. It looks like they're not burning through a lot of biomass, which is great. So yeah, I think from here I'm going to build up another production line for some copper wire, because we're going to need 300 copper wire for the next milestone here. Alrighty here guys, so I just set up a quick copper line here, so I am now making wire for the logistics milestone here. And actually, then now with all the machines set up like this, I'm just curious how much power I'm consuming. So if I just go to the power pole here, it looks like that my max consumption is 20 watts or megawatts, which is actually a little bit less than I thought it would be. Oh, you want to know why? Because they're not power sharded. Because usually in all my other playthroughs that I've played in Satisfactory, I just put power shards in all of my machines and stuff in all my factories. So yeah, that makes sense actually. 20 megawatts, which is pretty good. That leaves us 20 megawatts of headroom for more machines. But yeah, anyway, from here I think I'm just gonna hang out for a few minutes and just keep feeding the machines, or the smelters, iron and copper and limestone until I get enough to unlock the logistics milestone. Alrighty here, so it's been a few minutes. I've been making sure that the machines have been running, or that the smelters and constructors and everything have been running here. And I've also expanded out the base by one to add some cargo containers here, or storage containers, sorry. So now I can, you know, stockpile plates and rods and stuff here. I also added another production line here for the steel rods here, or iron rods, sorry. And yeah, so I believe I have enough iron rods here to complete the milestone. So if I just go ahead, there you go. Alright, so now I have unlocked the logistics milestone, which, what does that give us? Oh, it gives us conveyor splitters and mergers and lifts, which is pretty cool. And so I think from here I'm going to put field research as my next milestone, which means I'm going to have to add screws now to the production line. which shouldn't be too difficult. It just takes some iron rods here. But I think before I add screws to the production line, I think I'm going to go ahead and set up some Mark 1 miners on the iron, copper, and limestone and hook them up to the smelters here, just so I don't have to keep running back and forth and all that. And yeah, I mean, that shouldn't be too difficult because all the nodes are all like right here, so it's not like I'm gonna have to go halfway across the map or anything to, you know, get the iron or anything. So it shouldn't be too difficult to just, you know, conveyor all this stuff up. And I think I'm actually going to start with the iron. And so I believe to make a Mark 1 miner, I'm also going to have to make a portable miner. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. All right, so now if I just go ahead and pick up the portable miners here and just go ahead and place down a Mark 1 miner, kind of facing off in this direction here. And so now I should have enough steel plates to hook up a conveyor from here all the way to the smelters over there. And actually, you know what I'm gonna do, actually? I'm just gonna go ahead and put that there. And I'm actually gonna set up a conveyor splitter, which I'm just gonna go ahead and set my hotkeys for real quick. Alright, so if I just grab my conveyor splitter here, I'm gonna place it right in the middle of between the two smelters here. And so yeah, each smelter only takes 30 iron ore per minute, and I do believe that a Mark 1 miner produces 60, so I can evenly split it, right? No, oh, it only makes 30? Oh shoot, why? Oh, because it's impure. Well, that's extremely annoying. Well, that means I'm gonna have to set up a second Mark 1 miner to go and feed the other one. Now, I know I can get 2 power shards and crank it up to 60 per minute, but I don't have any power shards. I haven't even unlocked the overclocking yet, so... But honestly, at the end of the day, it isn't too bad because I am gonna need a second node fully automated anyway in the future. But yeah, for right now, I'm just gonna go ahead, take out the splitter, and I think I'm gonna connect up the steel plate line here first. Anyway, so I'm just gonna start off by making a bit of a conveyor line down to the iron plates here. And there you go. I now have to hook up the power, which shouldn't be too difficult. And actually, if there's one thing that I really hate, it's the Mark 1 power poles, because they only have 4 connection slots on them, which makes it super annoying to make up like a system here. Like, look at this. I'm already using up 4 power poles, and I've set up half a dozen machines or whatever. Anyway, so yeah, can't wait to get Mark 2 and 3 power poles later in the future. But anyways, for now, I'm just gonna have to deal with the Mark 1. And just like that, I have power to the Mark 1 miner here. So if I just go ahead and do that, it should be mining up 30 per minute any second now. And it should make its way down over to the steel plate line. I'm gonna have to, like I said, I'm gonna have to set up another portable, or not portable miner, another Mark 1 miner on the other node there and hook it up to the iron rod, which shouldn't be too difficult. Alright, so I just hooked up the second Mark 1 miner over to the iron rod production system down there. And actually, real quickly, how is my power doing? Ooh, it's at 38 megawatts, which is still okay because our capacity is 40, but I think I am going to need to add another biomass burner, which honestly isn't that too big a deal. If I even just go into the crafting menu here, I'm just going to go ahead and place down another biomass burner and connect it up with the rest of the system here. Just like that. Gotta remember to put biomass in it, otherwise it wouldn't work. Obviously. Anyway, so now with this biomass burner going, our capacity is now 70 megawatts, which is pretty good. That should be enough to handle another screw production. So yeah, that should be fine. And actually, while I'm here, I'm just going to go ahead and refill the other 2 biomass burners over there. Anyways, now with that out of the way, I am now going to try and see if I can set up a Mark 1 miner on the copper node and run a line all the way back to the copper wire line back here. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and do that real quick. Alrighty here, guys. So I just finished automating all of the Mark 1 miners for all of the iron and copper and limestone lines here. And so with all of this automated, it should be a lot easier to get iron plates, iron rods, and copper wire. And yeah, so I got the lines set up and everything here. And actually, if I just look at my power, I mean, I should be in the green, which I am. Capacity 70, it looks like my max consumption is 48, which is always good. And yeah, you know what? I am gonna call the video here, just because I've been working at this for a couple hours now and I'm pretty tired. But you know what? I'm pretty happy actually with the progress that I made in today's video here. And yeah, you know what? If you guys want to comment below if you want to see more Satisfactory videos, that would help me out a lot. And like all things, guys, if you could please like and subscribe to my channel, that also really helps me out a lot. And yeah, I really hope you enjoyed today's video, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.